So, tell me about your medical history.
Well, I've been having some issues with my subacromial bursa, pneumonitis, and primary sclerosing cholangitis. It's been a real pain in the neck.
And you're telling me this now, because clearly your subacromial bursa is not the only thing that needs some serious attention.
Well, it kind of caught up with me all of a sudden. I've never had any health issues like these before.
I doubt that. I reviewed your records before this call, and it says you had liposuction last year.
It was an elective surgery. All the kids are doing it.
You wouldn't go for it if you weren't overweight.
Okay, you got me. I've been cheating on my diet, my 2 wives, and at poker. It's just sad, Doc, just sad.
I don't care about the wives or the... Wait, did you say 2 wives? How do you get 2 and manage to cheat on both?
That's a great story. So it started way back in 1998 when The Undertaker...
Hawks storms into the diagnostics office.
Hawks, where the hell have you been?
You tell me.
Hey, what's going on? Are you cheating on me with another wacky patient?
No, he's cheating on you. We're hanging up now. Go have a heart attack in another town if you know what's good for you. You ran this department for the last few months, walked past me several times a day, and had no clue who I was.
Why were you cosplaying as my valet?
Don't get smart with me, I was the goddamn custodian.
He wasn't, Dr. Hawks. Randal really does have a valet.
Oh, well that perfectly explains why. Leslie, what does that magazine living rent-free in Dr. Tracy's head say?
We're the 6th best hospital in the city.
Thank you.
Randall, a lowly interim manager of the diagnostics team, having a valet perfectly explains why this hospital ranks only 6th best hospital in the city.
That valet service is hereby scrapped.
Great. It's good to have you back, Hawks. Since you're more in the mood to solve the hospital's budget problems, why don't you take them up with Tracy?
I'll do that when I have all 3 of you write your resignation letters.
Boss, we seriously had no idea where you were for the past few months. This isn't even a new phenomenon for you. You randomly walk out on us every time you have some mind-blowing epiphany, then waltz back in here like we owe you something.
So how did nobody realize I was the custodian for several months?
You blended into the role so well, we were all fooled.
Speak for yourself, Frank. Hawks, when you were the custodian, you didn't look at all like you do now. So I guess we're sorry we didn't realize you were in a conveniently long fugue state.
When you phrase it like that, I have trouble believing one of you wasn't behind this.
Just drop it already.
Well, I wondered when you were going to show up. Just where were you the past few months? Oh, don't tell me. You offered services at the nearby motel at night, I think.
Oh God, he's back. I'll let that one slide, Hawks. I know you were agitated coming out of a mental state, but you need to seek treatment for it.
You keep telling me about the help I could be getting, but when have you ever pointed me in the right direction?
I can refer you to a therapist. Given how we're still arguing in front of your employees, though, it would probably be in your best interest that I email you their info.
Leslie, Randall, Frank, what's going on with our patient of the day?
I was busy with that patient on the phone until you interrupted. So, Leslie, hopefully you have something.
Our patient has been presenting us with a weird variety of symptoms. We've got osteitis pubis 5, hydroxyacetotetraenoic acid, and inguinal lymphadenopathy.
That sounds like a mouthful. Could you break it down for us?
Osteitis pubis is inflammation of the pubic bone. The 5-hydroxyacetotetraenoic acid suggests there's an imbalance in leukotrienes and prostaglandins, which could be causing inflammation. And inguinal lymphadenopathy indicates swollen lymph nodes.
So what diagnosis would you suggest then, Hawks? I can see the connection to inflammation, but we need a specific disorder to guide us.
The diagnosis is X-linked myotubular myopathy. It's in the genes, so there's no room for second guessing.
There can be room for second guessing if they use a stretchier fabric for the genes.
Shut up.
X-linked myotubular myopathy. That sounds like a reach based on these symptoms, Hawks.
I'm sure. And I'm also sure that we'll do what's right by this patient, even if it's risky. I want all of you to perform a laminectomy for the diagnosis.
A laminotomy? That sounds dangerous, Hawks.
We should discuss and decide collectively.
Decide on what? Unless it's lunch or your next career choices, there's nothing to decide here. We're doing the laminotomy. I was thinking the therapist could help them out too. They just reacted like their dad came back with the cigarettes, and that whole time they thought he wasn't coming back. They spilled the milk on the floor that they expect him to replace.
We haven't seen you in months and weren't sure if you worked here anymore. And you wonder why we would be a little concerned that you just showed back up here and pretended nothing happened.
This again. Who cares where, what, or who, or even how I've been for the past few months? We have a sick patient, god damn it.
You have a history of being wrong, Hawks. I think this is one of those times.
I regained all of my memories last night, and I couldn't recall a single time where you were correct about my judgment.
Maybe you impaired your memory due to all the cleaning chemicals in the hospital.
Nonsense. It usually does the opposite. It builds character, which you're severely lacking right now. Anyway, this time I'm right. You can take that to the bank.
If this goes wrong, I'll end up having to take from the bank to settle your malpractice suit.
Tracy, you have my word. This will be successful.
The results are not good, Frank. The patient is in critical condition.
I know, and I'm sorry for any confusion, but we have to be honest with ourselves here. Laminotomy was not the right treatment for your condition.
I know, Frank. It's clear now that Hawks made a mistake.
We should have known better. X-linked myotubular myopathy requires a different approach entirely. Well, perhaps an experimental gene therapy might help.
I'm not sure that's the best idea, Frank. It could be too risky.
We need to do something, though. Can't we just try it?
I'm not the one you should be asking that question to. If I say yes and get it wrong, Hawks will can us both. Ask him.
I'm too afraid to do that.
That's what's called a gut feeling, Frank. Maybe listen to it every now and then.
My gut says I shouldn't have eaten that burger from the vending machine for breakfast.
I didn't ask.
You incompetent idiots, you nearly killed that patient with your goddamn laminotomy. X-linked myotubular myopathy? Is that some bullshit diagnosis you came up with after fucking it up?
Can you cool it with the profanity? The hospital chaplain has an office space next door to us now.
We have a hospital chaplain now. Where the hell are we finding all this money to pay for valet services and priests deemed unworthy of working 1 day a week on the weekends?
Believe it or not, religion. A few months ago, we received a substantial gift from one of the megachurches, and they've been working to advertise this as a Christian hospital.
What denomination?
We aren't sure. They wouldn't specify if they were Baptist, Methodist, or even Catholic.
And the board of directors just said yes to this?
What do you think, Hawks? The healthcare industry is all about profit. They don't care who it comes from.
And now I've got to wonder, why this hospital? The 6th best one in the city.
We're at the bottom of the list. They wanted what they considered a bargain so we could tell our patients where they can continue having a strong support network. This time on the spiritual side.
Their church is pretty nice, Hawks. I've started going regularly on Sunday. The bread they serve every week, out of this world. Like it's from the heavens.
You're overly confident if you think you're ever going to heaven. Honestly, same for all of us.
So, are we going to discuss our patient any further?
Yeah? What do you suggest we do now to help them?
All right, got a pen and paper. Ready? Thoughts and prayers. I'm getting lunch. So, how are things going in oncology these days? I've been trying to catch up with your patients.
Well, it's been a tough couple of weeks. We lost 3 patients this month alone, but I think we're finally starting to turn the corner.
I'm sorry to hear that. It must be really hard for you and your team. Listen, I've got something I need to tell you.
What is it? You look worried, Hawks.
Actually, no. I just figured out what's wrong with my patient. You all act like I've just walked into a plague zone.
Well, you didn't storm in without any protective gear.
And on top of that, Hawks, you're making an unqualified diagnosis with zero medical basis.
We don't appreciate your insubordination and disregard for our protocols, Hawks. This is serious.
Oh, insubordinate this, Frank? You think I'm wrong about X-linked myotubular myopathy?
And what's this about argininosuccinic aciduria? We've never heard of it.
Are you reading ahead of my entrance to this point in the day again? I didn't even say it yet. It's like you can predict the future.
I think you leaving the cafeteria and shouting Dr. Johnson is argininosuccinic aciduria, you idiot, has something to do with how Leslie predicted it.
I've never heard of that diagnosis before.
Well, you should have, since that's your diagnosis now.
Can we please see some evidence of your new theory, Hawks?
For one, the patient is sick. Use that as a clue from here on out. Good night. So I got it right in the end. Not that you'd know anything about these things, Tracy.
You sure did, Hawks. And I'll be honest, it's impressive to see someone who was so dead wrong finally get something correct.
How about telling that to the hospital chaplain you hired when you end up in front of St. Peter and he reads Liz Tracy, lifelong militant atheist?
Was that supposed to get a rise out of me?
I was hoping so. I might be a dick, but I do have great concern for your soul.
Do you? You don't?
No, I don't.
Is there anything else you forgot about today?
How am I supposed to answer that seriously? Name a single person who knows what they've forgotten.
I'm giving these doctors 20 more minutes. But that's it.